Good morning. What's up, my loves? How is everybody? Once again, it's your girl, Jasmine Atten, Mystic at the Crossroads, your favorite witch's favorite witch. How's everybody doing? It is Friday. It is officially the eve of Samhain, of Halloween. It is the full moon. It is so many amazing things going on right now. And today we are going to be doing a little Q&A for your witchy, magical slash full blue moon Halloween Day of the Dead questions. I don't know if that's going to be the title of this video, but we'll figure it out. Forgive me, I just woke up, so I'm like, I'm a little woozy. I'm still getting it together. I just made me a pot of witch's brew, so bear with me, but we're going to get through these questions, and we're going to get through them quickly. I randomly selected questions that you guys left in the comments on my most recent videos, so if I didn't get to your question, I'm sorry. These were all just sort of picked at random, and these are things that I thought or at least questions I felt like most people would probably have, okay? So with no further ado, let's just get into the Q&A, shall we? The first question up comes from Pretty Hippie, and her question is, what type of ritual do I need to grow my YouTube channel quickly? I also would like to birth new and exciting video ideas. Also, I would like to connect with my grandmother who has recently passed in July. My condolences. What materials do I need to perform successfully during this time? Fantastic question, Pretty Hippie. Thank you so much for submitting it. First and foremost, do you have an altar set up? And that's going to be straight across the board. So for any of you asking questions about which rituals you should be doing, which candles you should be doing, burning, excuse me as I adjust this, do you have an altar space set up? Number one, in order to connect with your grandmother, then you're going to want to set up an ancestral altar or a space dedicated to her, meaning placing a photo of her up there. If you don't have access to a photo, you could write her name on a piece of paper. If you do know of certain things that she liked, then you will put things that she liked up there. For example, my grandmother, when I was a little girl, she'd always give me her little sample bottles of perfumes, like the kind you get when you buy like the nice expensive ones. So I put a little sample bottle of perfume on my ancestor altar for her. You can never go wrong with water. You can never go wrong with sweetbreads, cookies, fruit, an offering of that sort. And more so just setting up a space and talking to her. Talking to her, because spirits can, especially this time, over the next 48 to 72 hours, are able to cross over and join us here in this dimension. So have a flat out conversation with her, just like as if you were talking to her in the house. And what I always recommend is ask for a sign that you've been heard or you've been received. The first part of her question is, what ritual do I need to do to grow my YouTube channel quickly and exciting new ideas? I would suggest you getting a success candle, and they specifically say success on them. They come in green, they come in yellow. Herbs for success would be bay leaf. Bay leaf is for good luck, so you want to grow your YouTube channel, you want new ideas to come to you, you want it to work. Bay leaf, star anise is for success, and cinnamon. Cinnamon is a stimulant, so it will start to help those ideas flow. It will move away any obstacles. It will attract people to your channel, and it will also attract new ideas. So, and sprinkle a little glitter on top, because things like gold or green symbolize success and prosperity and growth, and spirits are attracted to shiny, pretty things. So sprinkle a little glitter on top, make it pretty, and light your candle. So I hope, Pretty Hippie, that helps you. All right, question number 2 is from Y Mashburn. What day are you starting your pumpkin prosperity ritual? Fantastic question. I'm starting my prosperity ritual today. I should have started it last night, but I was just up late dressing candles. So I'm starting it today. I have my pumpkin. Let me show you guys. It's not done yet though. And hold on, I got a cheap, this is what happens when you get a cheap Sharpie from a off-brand dollar store. Y'all know them off-brands. It's not like Dollar Tree or the 99, some off-brand stuff. And I started writing on my pumpkin, but I'm going to go back over this with a black, like Sharpie brand pen and go over this and rewrite. It's not that easy writing on pumpkins. I see people's pumpkins and they've written on nice and neat. I mean, I don't have the best penmanship anyway, but I was like, okay, this just visually doesn't work for me. So I'm gonna write over my baby and do my pumpkin ritual tonight. Oh, bonus tip. You see, I got a medium-sized pumpkin, so it's big enough for my candle to sit in, but it's not too big for when I'm ready to leave it, dispose of it, bury it, whatever I choose to do. So kind of keep that in mind. If you have a big pumpkin or you got a little pumpkin, it's totally fine. But at least for me, I found that it was easier to dispose of a medium size or smaller pumpkin versus like one of those big mamma jammas. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, or you're like, what is the pumpkin ritual? I will leave the link down below to the prosperity pumpkin. How many times have I said pumpkin? Prosperity pumpkin ritual that you guys can do, which is a fantastic cross between a money, a road opener, a success ritual that is done this time of year that you do to sow the seeds, and you're giving thanks for the blessings that you have. You are asking for continued blessings through the darker months and setting the tone for your new year. Okay? All right. Next question, Demetria Gibbs. I don't have space for an ancestor altar, in parentheses, living arrangements, okay? But I burn my ancestor money outside in a designated place. I write their names on the money. Does that still work? Absolutely. 1000%. The fact that you make that effort to find a place to go and burn ancestor money for them outside of what would probably be, you know, a comfortable setting at home, that shows a lot of dedication, and spirits definitely recognize your effort. So great job. Very happy for you. It shows a lot of how dedicated you are to your practice, and I'm sure your ancestors are very pleased, and you will also yourself experience some benefits and rewards from taking that time out and going that little extra step. So good for you. All right. Let's see. Sierra Lasona. I hope I pronounced that correctly. She says, hi, I'm new to your YouTube channel. I have a few questions. I'm a little overwhelmed with all the information. I want to do about 5 rituals, but I don't know the order of doing the rituals. I bought some rue, hyssop, and ordered white candles, but I got sent a yellow candle instead. Interesting. What kind of rituals can I do with a yellow candle? I'm looking to do a cleansing, protection, and money ritual. I want to do a ritual with connecting to my ancestors and guides with a ritual and guides and a ritual stepping into my purpose. What order could I do these rituals in? Great question. So I'll tell you, the fact that you got a yellow candle sent to you instead, that was because that's the color that you were supposed to work with, and things can tend to happen that way. So you were on the right track with white candles, but somehow the energy or your guides felt they wanted you to work with yellow. Yellow is used for prosperity. Yellow can be used in place of green candles for money. Yellow can be used for success. Yellow can also be used for protection and getting rid of things which no longer serve you. So essentially, you can use this yellow candle for everything that you have listed here. I don't know. I wasn't clear if, okay, it says you ordered a white candle. So it sounds like you have a single candle that you're going to be working with. So what I would do is I would prepare the candle with the herbs that you already have. Rue and hyssop are not ideal for money. So to that, I would recommend you adding some basil, some cinnamon. Something you could get from the grocery store is a blend. It usually comes in like an apple pie blend or a pumpkin or a peach cobbler blend. So if you go into the spice section and you look in their spices, it will actually be labeled that. But what that is, it's a combination of cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, ginger, sometimes, no, cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, allspice. Sometimes there's a little bit of ginger, or there could even be cardamom inside of there. The reason why I recommend buying them in the blend is it saves you a little bit of money versus having to buy each individual spice and mix them together yourself. But the blend, that is your money drawing kind of basic baseline combination. God, I hope I'm not confusing you or anybody, but if you want to use that yellow candle for all of these different purposes, you're going to need to add a little bit more to it so that it covers all of your bases. And what you can do in order to connect with your ancestors and spirit guides is dedicate that candle as an offering to them, meaning you're preparing the candle with the intention and purposes which you wish to attract and create for yourself, and you're offering this candle as a source of energy to them so that they're able to help you make those things happen. What order should you do the rituals? Well, I would start with doing a cleansing of some sort. So either that's smudging yourself or taking a spiritual bath, or I always like to prepare my candles after I've just sort of cleansed away the day. So even if I just, hop in the shower and then I sit down, I feel like I'm just starting with a sort of a blank energy, or a clear energy, I should say. I'm not dressing my candles with all the stuff I've picked up while I was out in the world. So you can start there. As far as your prayers and your requests, ask for protection, ask for the cleansing, for the healing, for releasing whatever it is that looks like to you, and then go into the portion of the money ritual. So what it is that you're trying to attract to yourself. But overall, quite honestly, if you're going to do all of these rituals in one night, so tonight, tomorrow, or, over the next couple of days with this full moon, then really any order you do them in is going to work. So there's no really steadfast rule, but great question. Thank you so much for submitting it. Let's see. Lana Nicole says, does it matter how the candles are burned on Halloween? I plan on connecting with my ancestors first, lighting all of my candles, and also working some magic. Should I do candles first, then focus on workings, or does it even matter? Great question. So think of your candles as your power source, your energy source, your light bulb, okay, your SOS signal to your ancestors. It is best to light your candles first and have them going as you're doing your ritual. If you did them in the reverse, it's not that it would be less effective. However, it's like saying you're going to go into the kitchen and cook a complete dinner in the pitch dark. The lights are off. Can it be done essentially? Yeah, it can be. You know your way around the kitchen. But would it be easier with the lights on? Absolutely. I always, in my mind, I visualize my candle being lit like a SOS flare being shot up to the universe. So think of it like that, and light your candles first. Thank you for your question, by the way. Okay, Kashan, I hope I pronounced that correctly, says, can you do candle work for a loved one who is unable to do it for themselves? This is a touchy one. So to answer your question, yes, you could do candle work for anyone. Should you do candle work for someone else? It depends. It depends on the type of work. It depends on the situation. It depends on whether or not that individual knows that you're doing it for them or not. Whether or not are you doing work on their behalf with their permission that they asked you for? Are you doing work because you know that they need it and it will help them, but you're not telling them either because A, they're not a believer, or two, you just don't want to share that. You're like, let me just do this to help them out. All of those factors play a big part. Number 3, which I caution people, is when you do candle work, any type of spell work, spiritual work for another person, regardless of what that is. It could be as simple as a money spell, a love spell, a healing spell. Excuse me, guys. I'm so parched this morning. You know, banishing, whatever it is. You have to remember that, one, you're tapping into that person's energy. Two, you're tapping into that person's karma and their like course that they're going down. So you have to ask yourself, again, depending on what the situation is this something I want to wrap my own energy in, could potentially have that energy attached to me? Do I want to interfere with whatever it is that they have going on? So that's something you have to leave up to your own discretion. If they came to you with something and they're asking you to do it, then yeah, that's, you know, I can't tell you yes or no. You have to decide for yourself if that's something that you are wanting to take on, because you are injecting yourself in whatever it is. I know it can be sometimes a hard pill to swallow, even with the people that we love, but we have to realize some people have karma. Some things that are happening to them as a result of their own doing, whether they can be the nicest people in the world. Maybe you're like, they don't never done anything wrong, they don't deserve this. Well, you don't really know. You don't know what you just don't know, you know. So proceed with caution. I'll leave it at that. I do have a video, I will link that one in the description box also, specifically on whether or not you should do spells with others and why or why not, if anybody wants a further understanding about that. Tiffany Ruffin asks, will you talk about the use of blood magic on the Q&A? Woo! Okay, girl, first of all, that that could be a whole separate video, like a whole long video. If y'all want a video on the use of blood magic, I will happily do that for you, because I've got some stories for y'all. But let me just narrow it down a little bit. Blood is a powerful tool, especially for us women. Our menstrual cycle is literally life itself. It brings and gives life. So it is by far the most powerful tool that anybody can use in their rituals. With that comes responsibility and comes consequences. You have to keep in mind that those who are no longer existing in this realm, and energies of both higher and lower vibration, what do they want? They need energy. What does blood contain? It contains life force energy. So when you are utilizing blood in or blood magic in your rituals, you run the risk of attracting anything to you. Should you use blood in your rituals? You absolutely can. Can it be done safely? Yes. Do you need to do a tremendous amount of protection work before and after? Absolutely. Be very clear on the energy that you're channeling and you're focusing. So blood can be used. It works very well. It is an amplifier. It will definitely speed up the results, but it is something that you have to be very, very, very cautious and careful with. I personally don't feel that anyone who is new in dabbling in magic, who's inexperienced, or maybe just hasn't really figured out what their means of protecting themselves is yet, to even go into working with blood. In my personal opinion, I feel like that's advanced. It's higher level magic that you really shouldn't play around with if you don't know how to control it. And with magic comes responsibility. Even the simplest spells that you do comes responsibility. But you have a safer bet doing a simple candle ritual with just herbs and oils than you do when you start dabbling in with bodily fluids. So I hope that helps answer that question. Tiffany, thank you so much for submitting it. If you guys would like me to do a full video on the use of blood magic and in your rituals, please comment that down below. Okay, I'm going to try to wrap this up. We're at 19 minutes. We have a few more to get through. Bear with me, you guys. We're doing this and we're doing it together. Beautiful Empress says, hi Jasmine, I was wondering if I can put a breakup candle a road opener candle and a love candle all on the same altar at the same time. I also want to say thank you for such great teachings. Thank you so much for your message, for your love, and for supporting my channel. Yes, you can. Yes. I don't really have much to explain about that. Yes, you can do all three: breakup, road opener, and love candle together. No problem, and good luck to you. All right. This comes from Abhalasha Sen. I really hope I pronounced your name correctly. And the question is, I want to attract a job and I want to know the petition thing. Well, a petition is a request, usually a written request that is clear and detailed in exactly what it is you want to generate, manifest for yourself. So if you want a new job, you get out a pen and paper and you want to write out, you can start your petition off with, I am so happy and grateful for my new job, and you can list the type of job that you want to do. If you're unsure, if you're just like, I just need a job, I don't really care what it is, I just need to make some money, then you can leave that part open, meaning you could just put, I've been hired or my new job, but you do want to fill in some pertinent details, meaning how many hours a week are you going to be working. So I am so happy and grateful that I have been hired at my new job, working 40 hours a week, making $15 an hour, or whatever it looks like to you, whatever that is that you want. And you can kind of list, you can get as simple, as detailed as possible, meaning you can include in there, you know, you want this job to be close to your home. You know, if you drive, maybe you don't want to drive very far, or maybe you want something that's just in walking distance to save gas. You can get very creative. So I suggest take some time, figure out the things that you want, write out your petition, and then get yourself a job or a steady work candle. I have a video for that too. Follow the instructions in that video, light your candle, and you should hopefully be employed very soon. Thank you for your question and good luck to you. All right, Maxine Mint. Thank you for your video. I live in a small space and I can't light many candles. Is there one candle that you suggest that covers all bases? Love, money, job, so on. Thank you. Oh, Maxine, I'm so happy somebody asked this question. Woo! Yes, there is. And I'm going to show it to you right now. Oh, so this candle, it doesn't have to be this exact one, but this is to give you an idea to work with. This is a double fast, well, it used to say fast luck before my fingers rubbed it off. A double fast luck candle. Can you guys see that? I'm trying to get as close as I can. And it has the symbolism for the astrology sign. So whatever zodiac sign you are, you can connect to it. It says success, health, wealth, spiritual power, love. Has some 4-leaf clovers, the horn of plenty, money. You guys see that? So this covers all of your bases. It's also in Spanish. And it's in the 7 colors. So with this particular wanting like one candle that covers everything, make sure you get it in the 7 colors. Then all of your bases are covered. You can do the same thing with the road opener candle. Road opener candles work great. I personally, I like this candle for multi-purpose because it just has more symbolisms on there. And remember, we're working with energy, so sigils, words, images, all of that amplifies and contributes and plays a part. So if you can find a fast luck candle or something like that in the multiple colors, then that's what you would want to go with. And just a little side note, I don't live in a big place. This is a duplex, back house style. It's an apartment, but it's, the floor plan is like, it feels like a house, and it's not very big. It's actually one of the smallest places I've ever lived, but it's okay because I'll be moving and whatever. My point is, I don't have a ton of space like I used to burn candles. And I am able, you guys can see back here, I have two, four, six, I have 7 candles up here that I'm going to be lighting. I have 2 pumpkin rituals that I'm going to be doing. And then I have an entire separate altar set up, my working altar, for the candles I'm burning for my clients. So you can creatively make your space work for you the best way you know how. Even if that's getting those like fold out tables. I have another altar that's on top of my refrigerator. It's not a candle burning altar, but there's crystals up there. My money Buddha, my Ganesh is up there. My plants are up there. And that's energy also. So when people say, I live in a small place, I don't really have space, even if the only space you have is a bedroom because you're roommating or something like that, you can get creative. I talked to someone the other day who his altar was set up in his windowsill, and it was beautiful, and it was small, it was clean, but it was perfect. He had all the elements on there, a statue, and was able to burn a candle all in just the windowsill. So with a little creativity, you can try to find some space where if you need it or you want it to burn more than one candle, you could. But hey, keeping it simple and having a candle that covers all bases is also very affordable. So whichever works for you, but just giving you some additional ideas to work with. Thank you so much, Maxine. Okay, let's see. Kashawn says, is it true you should wait until the day after Halloween to begin manifesting? I was told since the moon is conjunct Uranus, it would be a good idea to wait. I am not an astrologer, but I would not wait. And the reason why I wouldn't wait is because you get one blue full moon this year. Actually, I think that's wrong. We might have had one in January. But my point is, it is rare to get a full moon on Halloween. It is even more rare to get a blue full moon on Halloween. The next one is not until 2039. So I understand that other planets do affect the energetic pull on the earth. It does affect the moon energy. However, this energy is extremely powerful. You've got Halloween, which is one of, if not the most powerful night of the entire year, with a full moon added on top of that. So that energy is not going to come back around again. I would not wait. That's just my opinion. Please do what resonates, what intuitively feels right to you. But for me, I would feel like I'm doing myself a disservice and I'm missing out on a very powerful energy. Not to mention, keep in mind, think about how many people are doing rituals for this full moon, okay? My video that I posted 2 days ago has over 8,000 views, 500 comments. That's that one video. That's not the 100 of other spiritual practitioners and their and people who are following them. So we essentially have collectively people from around this globe who are all going to be sitting at their altars, their meditation corners, their spiritual space, and doing some type of energetic work at the same time. No matter where you are in the world, no matter what time of day, what time zone you're in, there's somebody right now, while I'm talking to you guys at whatever time, 10 o'clock in the morning, there's somebody right now on the other end of the planet who is watching some YouTube videos and is preparing their altar, maybe sitting at their altar, lighting or dressing their candles. If you're here in North America, especially where Halloween is observed, you've got an entire country full of people who are all planning to do magic at the same time. That is powerful energy to tap into. And I would not miss it for anything. Like, I love Halloween. Halloween is my favorite holiday. Aside from the magical aspect, I love Halloween. I like getting dressed up. I like costumes. I like seeing other people. I feel like it gives you creativity and freedom to kind of express yourself in a way that would be frowned upon any other day of the year. I've loved Halloween since I was a child. And I'm going to a Halloween, little family get-together costume party. But between getting my groove on, my spiritual work is getting done. I even told everybody, like, look, I'm not staying late. I'm going to come. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to Halloween with you guys. And I got to go home because I have to sit at my altar. I wouldn't miss it for anything in the world. If I had to go to work, I would call in sick. I ain't coming because I got ritual to do. So that was my tangent. But my point is, don't wait. Don't wait. And whoever advised you of that, I know that they have the best intentions, but do they practice magic, or are they just astrologers? Because if they just know astrology and they don't know nothing about magic, then they are misinformed. Thank you for your question. Okay. Soprano 9 says, hey Jasmine, did I understand you correctly? You said we can release all things that do not serve us in life and also call in the things that we want. It's been a tough few decades and time for a change. Thank you for the video. Thank you so much for your question. Yes, so full moons are for releasing. Full moons can also be for attracting. So think of your full moon as your wild card. It is the one time of the month that you can do any type of ritual that you want. But they are best for clearing and cleansing and getting rid of. So, it's like a refrigerator. Would you bring new, fresh, beautiful, organic groceries into a dusty old refrigerator with food that's been sitting in there for 2 weeks, spoiling and rotting? No, you wouldn't. A lot of people are trying to attract things into their life. You're trying to bring in new abundance into a nasty refrigerator. So it is important to clear it out, cleanse it out, write it out, burn it, release it, cry, whatever it is that you need to do to say, I am letting this go and I am now an open vessel and channel to receiving what I need. Send it out and then do your work to bring it in. So thank you so much for your question. I think we're almost done here. Tammy Wilson says, I needed this video. I needed it too, girl. Flying to San Diego to spend Halloween on the beach. Yes, sister girl. Hello. That's what I'm talking about. Connecting with the ocean. The energy will be amazing. Yes, it will. Also trying to figure out how I can pack a small kit to take along to do a candle magic ritual. I wish. I hope you see this video before you get to San Diego. I don't know if you're flying out today, tomorrow. So, 2 ways you can do this. You can take yourself I'm going to insert a picture somewhere in here. You can make what's called a traveling witch kit. And you get yourself a little box. You can even use an Altoid box. And you can use something as small as a tea light. Get one of those little cone incense. Prepare your tea light candle. You can take a little sage leaf, just enough to burn, and set up a mini altar, if you're staying in a hotel room or wherever you're at. That's a simple way of just having a small traveling altar with you that's still going to be effective. If you want to do it a little bit bigger than that, you can travel with a candle. You can pack a candle in your carry-on and bring it with you. I will tell you, when I go to Florida, I always go to my favorite Botanica, and I bring candles back because the ones that I find there, they're just not here in LA. I was going through security one day, and they done pulled me aside, and they got to go through my bag, and I'm thinking to myself, like, what in the world could be in my bag that they're searching for? And they're searching. They pull out my candles that I had, wrapped up, and the TSA agent, he was really nice about it, and he just looked at it, and it said it was a double action, fast luck and love and all this, and he was like, oh, I need one of these, and he said, he was like, we couldn't tell what it was in your bag, so we had to open it. Anyway, my point is, you can travel with candles. Thank God I didn't have like a black penis candle in my purse or, you know, something, a doom or destruction. Not that I really would have cared anyway. I could care less what anyone thinks. But, you know, at least the candle that got pulled out represented some good stuff. So anyway, your third option, my love, is go to a Botanica. There are 101 Botanicas in San Diego. Babes, go to a Botanica, buy your candle, get your supplies while you're here, do your ritual, light your candle, pack it back up, take it home, and finish it when you get there. So hopefully, Tammy, that helps, and enjoy your flight out here to Cali. Alrighty, you know what? We got through all the questions. Oh my goodness. There were so many more questions that I wanted to go through, you guys. I think we did, like, what? That was a lot. So 3, 6, 9. We did 13 questions. I like this. This was fun. Do you guys want me to do this again? I'm thinking about maybe doing another candle magic class. Anybody here attend my classes last year that I did with Oyi-san? We did 18 weeks of classes from October to February, answering all of your witchy and magical questions. I'm thinking about, what is this on my shirt? Ooh. I'm thinking about doing that again, maybe by myself. I've never taught a class by myself. I might invite him as a guest speaker or something like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you come to, if I decided to put on another class where you guys can interact with me one-on-one, would you? I'm curious to see how many people would attend. Those classes were a lot of fun. They were a lot of work, and I had to have help with that. So I'm more than willing to do it, but I'm only willing to do it if people would actually want to attend. So anyway, my loves, that's it for today's Q&A. I will be back with another video. My goal today, I'm hoping, is to bust out one more video for you guys before this beautiful energy, this beautiful weekend. I've got 1,000,000,001 things going on between today, tonight, and tomorrow, but I really do. I have a fertility spell that I would like to share with you guys. So my plan is to get that done and get that up in the next couple of hours after I eat some breakfast, get a workout in, get all this, get this together. So I hope this has been helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. You can book a private session with me at oneritualaway.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram under One Ritual Away or Jasmine Atten. I love you guys. I thank you so much for your support. I am here for you. Keep the comments coming. Keep the questions coming. Please share this video so this information can get out and reach other people. We are collectively trying to raise the vibration on Earth, and I just want to see as many people as possible be prosperous. And I just feel like, you know, we're all here to have a prosperous, happy, healthy life. And the only way to do that is through connecting, okay? There's also a few other things that I'm going to be telling you guys coming up pretty soon. I'm looking to collaborate with some of you practitioners out there. I'm looking for people that have businesses where you guys make your own candles, you make your own spiritual kits and things like that. So I will keep y'all all updated and abreast on that. One Ritual Away is getting an entire facelift for 2020. Things are being rebranded, restructured, and I'm looking to connect with like-minded people so we can all break bread and eat together. So if that sounds good, or you like to collaborate, comment down below, hit the thumbs up. Happy full moon, happy holidays, Samhain, Halloween, whatever you guys are doing. Please be careful. If you are going out to enjoy any festivities, you know, just be safe. Don't get sick, and don't drink and drive, okay? I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.